Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the tiger by his deck. What and to get him to final event. Eeny, miny, Yusuke Urameshi, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Oh man. My God. And I didn't want to believe that was what was going on. I said to myself, well, we're getting down to the wire here. This is the last. We're down on the home stretch. We're almost done. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and we still have a majority of the cast still alive here. We have in a show where people are supposed to die. We've had a lot of the background people die, not the main cast. It's like, oh, we've lost like 3, maybe. But in terms of like anyone that would be major to the story, you just decided, oh no, right here, this is where we're just gonna like just dump everything and just get it over with.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yep. And what are we here to discuss? Episodes 43 through 46 of Kamen Rider Ryuki, or as we like fondly refer to it as 64 through 34 Stedo CPA.
That's a lot of episodes to talk about, but we'll try to cram them all in here. I understand now. I understand why this show was controversial. I understand why the whole, why people say, yes, Kuga and Agito could crawl so Ryuki could run. And every other Kamen Rider could run.
Yep.
Because the basis for most series, every single character in this show could be filed in as a character later on. You have the good boy, you have the bad boy, you have, you have the asshole, you have, the complete psychopath, you have the aloof, just lazy guy. Mm-hmm. You have someone who, in this case, and we've seen it before, there are just people in these shows that it's like, why are you here? Why are you here? Like, what's your beef? What's your whole thing in this?
Yeah.
And in most Kamen Rider series of the past, we never really got that unless it was an episodic character that they would just write in and then they would write out. It wasn't someone that like would stay with us all the way to the end.
Yeah, and yeah, you could tell that Kuga and Agito were very experimental seasons where they were still trying to figure out how to like make like a formula for the Heisei or like Showa. It was really tricky because you had a proper formula like in V3. X, it's like it was a shorter series, but the problem with like Amazon was that like the show was changing channels, so they just wanted to like wrap it up before it shifted channels, so that Stronger would start and end on the new channel before before the show got canceled for 4 years. But yeah, it's like Stronger was like back to like having the proper formula like V3 had. But with that said, it's like Agito and Kuga were very experimental. And if you don't believe me, like you could just like You can watch all of Kuga either on Blu-ray, which I have, and on Tubi. And as for Agito, you can watch the entire first 21 episodes on Toei Tokusatsu channel, as well as the first 21 episodes of Kabuto. But the point is, Agito, it's like, yeah, you don't have all 50-ish episodes, but you do have the first 21. They have like a general idea of like some of the experimentation. Like, hey, what if we consistently had multiple riders instead of just like, oh, just swap out Ichigo and Nigo, over long periods of time, or in the case of V3, just have Rider Man just show up around episode 42, 43, and then kill him off in the penultimate episode. And you can't say we're spoiling V3 for you guys because we reviewed Tojima and they spoiled it for us. Don't shoot us for being the messengers. But yeah, Ryuki is like where the standard pecking order came from. Got the main writer, the second writer, the tertiary writer, the evil writer, the dark writer, the very occasional female writer. We started using the final four more consistently, and yeah, and for second it's not third. Never mind. But the point is, it's like Ryuki is where like the original Heisei decade like crystallized its formula.
And then Fies came and messed it up.
Depends on how you look at it. And also to all of our fans, in case you missed any of our past episodes or seasons, we have updated our playlists, so you can watch. So if you haven't watched all of the episodes but want to, you can watch all of Tojima Tanzabaru, Kamen Rider Black, Kamen Rider Blade, Ultraman Cosmos, Ultraman Arc, and number one Sentai Gojuger in their entirety. And you can watch up to the latest episodes that we reviewed of Kamen Rider Ryuki, Ultraman Powered, and Super Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity, and Kamen Rider Zets.
If there's not much to do during the summer,
Yeah.
But I will say that to put so much focus on what would definitely be a secondary character, like the premise of having the secondary character of Yui being such a focus all this time, that at this point was not done a lot. Because normally any problems or anything would happen to the writers and they would have to solve it, and they don't normally did it within an episode. Here it was like, I saw the ratings for these episodes and they were up in the 9s. People were heavily invested in this show, but also were fighting against this show, as I said in past reviews. Is it proper to focus on this? Is it proper to put a young lady through such trauma and such damage? Is it proper to have these type of characters in daytime television for people to watch? Well, say that now and then and you would be like, yeah, that's pretty much what the show's about.
Yeah.
Back then, it was like, oh, the taboo of it all, the mere mention of like, wait, you're telling me that so and so is the killer, the innocent bystander was the reason, like that, yeah. So it's not, no, these guys are just part of the game. They're just the chess pieces. They're the real threat has been like sneakily in the fore and background, just standing there menacingly waiting for its moment.
Yeah. We all know.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
And again, that was like, it's not a Sakura. It's not Geisel. It's not any of them. It's like, then who? It's not even Shiro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait a minute. If Shiro's not the final boss, then who? No. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was kind of there, but we didn't really like go in it too much. And it's like, again, it was dropped over and over and over again. Like, so and so is the reason why this is all happening, and it's like, we think, oh, a catalyst, or maybe, something. But no, when the story dropped and we get the actual reason, it's like, then what the hell have we been doing this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
What exactly? Like, really? It's like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we had just, allowed, yep. It's always, it's like at the end of Saw when the killer gets up and then he like tells, the man in the bathtub, it's like, yeah, that key to your lock, it was in the tub when you got up. Yep. So when you got up, you pulled the plug and it went down in the drain. If you had just chilled, if you had just checked and chilled, and then it's like, again, I see why people say like Ryuki kind of borderline is a horror movie in a way. It's a horror series because, not so much in the beginning. It's more towards the middle, and it starts creepily going into the last 10 episodes, where it's like, yeah, the whole, the past is talking to you. Now things are starting to get serious. And it's not because of so-and-so. It's because of Yui.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not wait any longer. Let us not wait any longer on this Sunday. Where, God Almighty, it is hot.
Very unfortunate.
I wanted to drown myself today, but sadly there was no body of water. But let's get down to business. Let's see here. Pull out the notes.
We start off where we left off, with Yui being like seemingly possessed. She tells Mad Rogue and the Zellas to attack everyone indiscriminately.
Yeah, the heroes fight.
Invasion of the body snatcher, like
the heroes fight, episode 43. We left off on that whole, they're about to tear her apart, guys. They're about to kill her. And then they just stop in their tracks like Chris Pratt holding back many a fangirl raptors.
Yeah.
Yeah, what, did you forget they were girls? Yeah, they're girls. Yeah, all the dinosaurs are females.
Yeah, except for the rare occasion they're male.
Very rare occasion. Yeah. But regardless, it's like, wait. What? How did she stop them? Why did she stop them? Could she do this the whole time?
Well, we know that Shiro can control some of them, but it's never explained how or why. But now we have like a general understanding that it's not just Shiro who does it; it's Yui can do it too.
Yeah, but Shiro can only control like X amount. It's even shown in this episode where it's like there's an entire there's an entire hive that shows up. And he's got to do the Chris Pratt thing, and whatever he's like putting his hands out there to, that's where it's like, okay, they're stopping. But then you have the other ones coming, and it's like, okay, like he has to just, you know, be opening his palms and just having like, you know, back. Where Yui is just sitting there and just saying and just going like not even doing it. She's just like, go.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, hold on a minute here. What? Also, Yui, what happened? Your eyes went red, and you sound like Sigourney Weaver on the first Ghostbusters.
I am Zool.
It's just like, you know, like, has this always been a thing with you? Has this always like, yeah,
apparently it has.
Apparently it has. You know, Yui doesn't remember anything about her childhood. All she remembers is bits and pieces. Even like her aunt refuses to clue her in. Like it's very, very strange that we have been with this girl for almost like 40 some odd episodes, and we basically know nothing about her.
Yeah, we know that she's 19,
and we've never asked that question till now. And the whole time that we've been reviewing, we've never asked the question, who is Yui? We know that she's looking for her brother.
We just assume, well, she's one of the main characters, obviously.
We know that she's a main character. She's looking for her brother. And that's about it. That's all we've ever asked. But we've never actually, so Yui, you used to live in this house with your brother, and we saw a couple episodes back that you were actually drawing the contract monsters. Like, legitimately drawing them. And then next thing you know, the whole house is covered, and then there was an explosion, and then like that incident led into you and your brother being separated. And then after that, everything is pretty much a blur. Pretty much. Until now, because everything has slowly started to seep back, and as this whole, you know, standoff between the Jets and the Sharks from West Side Story here. I'm just waiting for them to start dance fighting these damn mirror beasts. It's like Yui is just like in her deepest Zool voice. Mm-hmm. I remember everything. What do you remember, darling? What is it that you remember? I know. I'm like, what? Hold that thought. Hold my beer. Because we got to go see what Ren and Shinji are. I don't care. What does she know? Hold on. Where's Ren and Shinji? Yeah, you know, here's the thing, you know, especially since I said last week, the introduction of Tiger and Gazelle really brought the momentum between the Kamen Riders down a bit. We have two people here who, in all honesty, even within those 4 episodes and then these episodes, I still don't understand why the hell they're here. I don't get it. You know, it's just like wait. The whole premise of this episode is just well, obviously Ren and Shinji have to go get Yui because they know she's in the mirror world. Let's see what else I have written here.
Shinji's pissed off at Sano.
Yeah, but who isn't pissed off at Sano? Because honestly, I'm like, what is this kid's deal?
Yeah.
What is this kid's deal? Like, what exactly? And I kind of like, well, it wasn't in this episode, as in the beginning of the next one, where like Sano and what's his name? Matsuru? Is that his name?
Are you talking about Satoru?
No,
The
Gazelle.
tiger dude.
No,
Oh, Gazelle dude, that's Sano.
that's Sano. Okay, and Tiger Dude is Sento, right?
Tojo Satoru.
Satoru. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it not to go into the next episode too quickly, but it's like, again, I asked this question: was the creator of My Hero Academia a fan of Ryuki? Because that whole premise did come up between these two young characters that we have of what it is to be a hero. We know that Gazelle is really just is a mercenary at this point. He's just a hired gun. What the hell does he do? We don't fucking know. He's just an idiot. And then we have Tiger over here, which has literally killed everyone that he has like come into contact with, but has this whole premise like of justice. Oh, I went alone. Okay. Show must go on. So the whole premise of this episode is like, okay, what do these characters have to do with one another? What is it that their goals are? We know that Shinji wants to protect everyone and the Kamen Riders from this. Ren just wants to save his girlfriend. Not so much about a Sakura. I think a Sakura is just running around like a wild cannon, and the fact that he could just, be aloof and come in and out, because I've never seen so many bodies in a Kamen Rider show ever in my life. The bodies have been hitting the floor, baby, and then some. But June with Guy, and then we had Tezio with Raya. There was really like, oh, well, they're trying to help, or they're just trying to better, and even Zolda. They have their own selfish reasons, and I have criticized everyone, but I'm criticizing more so both Tiger and Geisel, because what, in all honesty, are you two even doing here? What in the actual hell are you two trying to achieve? Let's see here. So Ren and Shinji go and find Yui. There's a standoff battle between them and the Mirror Beasts. Towards the middle end of this episode, we do have a confrontation between the Kamen Riders and all of them, to the point that Tiger gets his ass kicked and he runs away because a Sakura was there. And the whole fray just, we stop. But we also get a little bit of lore dump with saving Yui, that she's slowly regaining her memories about what exactly
about her 20th birthday that we're going to cover in 2 episodes.
Yeah. And so, episode 43 kind of ends off. Everyone is scattered. Yui is back. Shiro still kind of is like, he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there, just kind of like.
And Sano's getting desperate because Shinji rejected him, because it's like, you lied, you're a traitor. I don't want to see you. You're just a chicken. Obviously, Satoru's like, Sano, you're not a real hero. You stay away. I hate you, jerk.
Yeah, Tiger's not a tiger. He's a cub. He literally is a cub.
But even he's like, Sano, you're full of it. I don't want to be associated with you. And then Sano goes to Kitooka, and he's like, I can be your bodyguard. Why would I need you to be my bodyguard? I already have Goro. And even if Goro wasn't enough, I could just rehire Megumi. You're not even my 4th choice. I could even get Smart Lady, because I'm pretty sure she's more capable of it. Like, she survived getting kidnapped. What do you bring to the table, goat boy?
Yeah, again, this kid is just like, first off, I'm like, wait, this kid is a part of this life or death game, and does he even realize what the hell he signed up for? Which, again, it's a metaphor that we've used in the past about, like,
Deal with the devil.
The deal with the devil, but also the fact of, like, it's one thing to talk, but if you can't walk the walk, I legitimately, I've seen people freeze at the moment that such an opportunity comes, and I'm like, what now, Mr. Tough Guy? I thought you were ready for this, and it's like, no, they're not. Same thing goes with these two, with Gazelle and with Tiger. It's like both of them have a very black and white level. Like, I don't even think they realize what the hell they got themselves into. Because again, later on, it's like, what, you just thought you could walk away? You could just, like, yeah, I'm done, guys. I'll see you later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how stupid are you two? But again, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, when it comes to young characters, like young characters from the ages of like 8 to I say up to 21, 8 to 21, you guys are stupid and then some, but you have the right to be, because you don't know, you don't get it. Everything is so narrow to you, both whether it be man or woman. It's like you don't think anything bad's gonna happen to you, but finally, when you realize what it is you got involved in, and it's just like, I love when it's like, did you even read, or did you even know what you were getting involved in? You just see the look on their face, like full of life, and it just drains.
Yeah,
it's just like they finally realize, yeah. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, but
catching up to where you left off, Ryuki and Knight finish off Mad Rogue, because when you have a monster without a contract owner, it goes mad and quite rogue. While Taiga is getting wrecked by both Zolda and by Oja. The thing is, he was about to get creamed by Zolda with his Landstar.
My Brigadier of Landstar with Landstar Shot. Not only does it give my monster a boost of 600 attack points, it also makes for a sick reference to Kamen Rider Zolda. God, I wish Joey would stop talking about Kamen Rider.
But then he gets interrupted by Oja, because no, I'll take care of him. After all, it's part of my agenda.
We are a secret club because of our agenda.
Yeah. But incidentally, Zoldan's like, this is a good opportunity for me. So while the two of you are fighting, Final Vento. So they both are ejected from the mirror world, and incidentally, Satoru goes unconscious and he gets rescued by Sano. But what I don't understand is, this is a perfectly good opportunity to destroy, a Sakura. It's like, can't you just while Sakura's barely conscious, just bleeding, shove him shove him close to a mirror, and then just have Magna Giga just grab him from the other side, pull him back, and just eat him.
He's so messed up, Sakura, at this point. But no, Shuchi just leaves him, and I'm like, why? He's trying to kill you.
Why? Is he that much of a fan favorite that just when all of the other three main characters have the opportunity to finally defeat him, they just fail?
We can't kill Oja.
Surprisingly, Kit Taylor defeated JTC.
Again, like I said, looking into the show, Asakura was a very controversial character, and they wanted him removed. They wanted him gone as soon as possible. But again, look at the ratings of the episodes where he was introduced and where he was the main focal point. Those were some of the highest rated episodes that were there. So it's like, are you stupid? We can't get rid of Oja now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people were more like, oh my god, Oja's gonna fight Odin and it's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. I'm like, they were like, no, screw Ryuki, screw Knight. We want to see if Oja makes it. Like it literally, like Ryuki was the trashy like live action reality show just to be like, will the asshole
yeah. Like, we don't want good guy Owen winning. We want bad girl Heather to get it.
Yeah, we want an episode of Love Island.
Millennial, if you know what show I'm referencing.
We want an episode of Love Island to go down. Like, well, no, fuck you, Trevor. It's like, I'm a nice guy, yeah, but man, you just keep getting screwed over. Like, you know what? You might as well just go home. No one likes you, and I feel bad for you, dude. I really do.
Yeah. So the episode ends, and the following episode starts off with Yui and Shiro confronting each other in the forest, and they both have an army of monsters, and the monsters themselves start fighting each other at a location that looks very much like something from an episode of Amazon. It's like, wow, 25 years later, and no. Almost 30 years later, and like you're still using the same creep. Good for you, Toei. But the thing is, mid-fight, Yui loses consciousness, so Shiro's like, oh, dang, hold on. Hey, guys, can we pause? Dude, we can't pause right now. All of us are fighting.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a talk with my sister here. And it's like, no.
Nuts to your sibling rivalry. You set us up to fight each other, so we're going to fight. If we don't fight, we won't survive. You set up these rules.
And it's, again, we get the whole BS of, Yui and Shiro are one and the same. I'm not saying that they're the same entity. They literally are.
Yeah.
They literally are the same. As in, what Shiro is, that's what Yui is. But if that's the case, then what? We were told by Reiko that the original Shiro died a few years ago. And what we've been seeing is like technically a ghost, but not really. It's like it's an apparition that exists only in the mirror world.
Mm-hmm.
But then how is Yui one of these things? She's been with us the whole time. She hasn't like suffered any type of like, she hasn't shown any type of like, like any sneakiness or any type of abnormal abilities. No, you see, the thing is that, you're right. But the fact that she's been dragged into the mirror world, like, what now? 5
times?
Like, so many times? Like, we're in the double digits. Like, that has started to spark something in her. Like, something awoke this last and final time that they dragged her in there. And it's just like, she does confirm in episode 44, the grassy happiness. Huey, kind of confirms that me and you are the same, big brother. Which I'm like, so does that mean that Yui is dead? Because
or not. Shiro, explain yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, Shiro, what the fuck is this? Like, wait. So supposedly Shiro's dead, or he's not dead, and Yui is like, wait. What is going on? Let's see. Yui returns to the real world, but doesn't remember anything. That does happen.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just, again, you take her into the mirror world, everything starts to come back. Everything starts to flood back. But when she's in the real world, she's just Yui, which Ren and Shinji don't know anything about this.
Mm-hmm.
Except, again, the aunt is acting very strange.
Yeah, she knows that something is about to happen because her 20th birthday's coming up, but she doesn't explain why. But the main crux of this episode is that Sano, surprisingly, comes to some good news. Turns out he was the bastard son of some CEO, and now he's going to be filthy rich.
Yeah, so this kid, this young man who is literally a vagabond, who has been, going around and, a professional mercenary for hire and wanting to get paid to be a Kamen Rider. I don't know if this is just stupid luck or just the universe is having a joke with us.
The thing about the universe is that it's very Newtonian, which means that sooner or later his luck is going to elastic.
No, yeah, that's kind of. I mean, I seriously was like, wait a minute. Your whole time, Sano, you've been wanting to be rich. You've been wanting to be like, have money and wealth and all that stuff, and just out of nowhere, it happens.
There's no way something like this will be that easy.
I'm like, we never really got the explanation of the wish, if the wish is granted after or whenever they just feel like it. Because again, Ren was going for his girlfriend and she woke up. And she is technically still with us. Kind of went back asleep, but we know she's still here. So again, and that's a wish. A wish is a very dangerous thing.
Mm-hmm.
A wish is, again, you can wish. I wish I had $1 million. Okay, but where did that million come from?
Yeah.
Where did I want to.
It's Fairly Odd Parents. That $1 million came from a bank, which means that the police are after his dad.
It's like wishes were always like were always a loaded gun, and no. You have to be very, very specific.
Like when the King Salazar wished for $1 million. No, $2 million. And then he gets stampeded by a whole herd of deer. All male.
Yeah, you asked for bucks.
Okay, well, what about all the dough in the world? And then he gets bombarded with Boston cream pies.
You have to be very specific here. That's why I was just like, is this just like, did this happen because we know that every rider gets a wish, or is it like, because we were never specifically told when it was going to happen? Because
presumably when you defeat the last of all of the other 12 riders.
Well, supposedly, but again, it's like Shinji has said that he was going to protect everyone, and he's technically been doing that.
Yes.
It's and it's not like it's been biting him. Well, it has been biting him in the ass because everyone's been trying to kill him.
Yeah. But this is how you know that you can grow up a lot in 6 years, 7 years. Even if you go from being an adult to still being an adult, because 2019, I didn't think too highly of Shinji because it's like, yeah, he's a good boy, but I used to be annoyed by how he doesn't want to fight. He wants everyone to get along. Being the idealist. Kind of like why most people are annoyed by Izuku Midoriya. But the thing is, like, rewatching the show right now, it's like, say what you will, Shinji's the only character who stayed true to like what he said. It's like even Ren's it's like I need to save what's your face. I need to destroy every right. But the thing is, what's your kill count, Ren? What's your kill count, huh? Well, you got one, okay. You got Volk, you got Scissor, okay. What else? You got so many opportunities to legitimately defeat other riders to save your girl, but you keep hesitating. Meanwhile, you bombard Shinji. Kido Oka, you're a scumbag, okay? Like what are you fighting for? So you could basically live forever and be a womanizer, okay? A Sakura, well, he's a serial killer. We're not much to say about that. I mean, yeah, sure, he's true to his ambitions, but his ambitions are sinister. Tetsuka, it's like, okay, he's like maybe the second most noble character. But even he's like, I just want my predictions to not come true. Okay, maybe stop making predictions. Ever thought of that? Just don't make predictions. Stop fortune telling. Yeah, freaking Sai, freaking like he's a bastard who's trying to stroke his own ego. A tiger, like he wants to he's like I want to be a superhero. Okay, but what does it mean to be a superhero? You don't know. Okay, you're just a schizo who wants to be told he's a good boy. Asano, you're a bastard in your own right.
The thing is that it reminded me of a panel from My Hero. I think it was after the second time that the villains had attacked a public venue, before the lockdown happened, before the whole everyone go into shelters and all that stuff, and they're trying to clean up the wreckage, and you see the main characters, the people that we've been following, and they're doing that. Even the kids are doing it, but you see this group of adults, of heroes, and one of them takes off their outfit, their superhero outfit, and they throw it on the floor, and they just say, I can't handle this. I need to find another job. What? That's Tiger. That's Tiger, because you don't get what the hell it means. You don't understand what it means to be a hero. A hero is a burden. A hero is a curse. It's more funner to be the villain because you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But being a hero is you're literally Atlas holding the world on your shoulders and trying to make it. I'm like, this kid ain't gonna do it. I know he's not. Even the same thing with Geisel. He's not gonna do it. Neither one of these two. They're probably gonna be the first ones that are gonna go.
One of the most haunting lines from any version of Superman is at Dan Turpin's funeral, where he says, in the end, the world didn't need a Superman. It just needed a brave one.
Yeah? No, after the whole thing with Doomsday? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Darkseid.
Darkseid, yeah.
Yeah.
No, victory comes at a price.
That the whole thing with these two, mainly here, we had the conversation between these two about what it is to be a hero. And obviously, Geisel's like, blah, 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 whatever. He's so aloof. He's so whatever about it. But this kid is torn. I'm like, yeah, you killed everyone because they don't fall under your black and white views of justice. Oh, you suck. So that means you're not on my side. It's also kind of a premonition, a metaphor for cancel culture, and the fact that how many people look, I don't like what's going on currently. I will say, and I've been saying that for years. I'm not a fan. Okay, I'm not getting into it. I'm not going to say anything more about it. But if I happen to say something that doesn't align with people, you know, whatever it may be. Then out of nowhere, I'm the bad guy. But wait a minute, you've heard me talk, you've heard me say, but why is it that, you know, oh no, you're the bad guy?
Because you're not doing it exactly the way they want you to do.
Yeah, exactly. You want to have a.
Here's the thing. It's like if you don't really if you really pay attention, you will notice there's a lot of backstabbing and infighting within the left and within the right. You know, you got leftists fighting leftists and rightists fighting rightists, and like if you disagree. Like if you disagree with me, just even 1%, like you agree with me on 99% of everything except for like this tiny minute detail. All of a sudden, it's like the other 99% don't matter. Like it's like you're automatically one of them.
Yeah, but if that's the case, all right. Oh, you're one of them, and it's like, yeah. So, but you're not on my side. Yeah, well, who is left on your side?
Yeah.
No, seriously, who is left on your side? Because it's happened to me. It's happened. I have seen it where it's like, who was left? So and so. No one else. You're alone. You're not united. You didn't come together. You are an island. Because no one believes like you do. No one accepts like what you do. And I promise you, if you opened your mouth just a little bit more and said what you legitimately feel, I promise you would get the same reaction. That's why it's a trash way of thinking.
Yeah, and it's really interesting how like some people like they're like they say really edgy things like oh, Mustache Man was right. We owe Mustache Man an apology. The Austrian painter, they go all these roundabout ways of referring to this person, the Mustache Man, the Austrian painter, the German painter.
Say it.
Yeah, say his name. Say his name.
You can say it.
Look, if you think he's right, say his name.
Say it.
Look, I hate the bastard, but I'll say his name. Adolf Hitler. I hate the bastard. I'll punch Hitler in the face if I had the opportunity. But you love him. So like, why are you having a problem saying his name?
Because you know it's wrong. That's the same thing. That's the same thing with Tiger Boy here. It's like he knows that he's done wrong. He's doing wrong. Look at everyone that he's betrayed, and yet he wants to say that he's the only beacon of light. I'm like, no, you're not. And I mean, at least we can kind of like, yeah, Gazelle's just stupid. He's just an idiot. Which he'll get his deserve. And it's not gonna be as bad. In fact, I might take satisfaction in seeing him get his comeuppance, but I'm going to have more of a satisfaction seeing you finally get your ass kicked, Tiger, because
So everything's going great for Sano. Like he's rich. He's getting a marriage interview with this beautiful girl that really likes him. But the thing is, Shiro's like, here's the deck back. What do you mean? Here's the deck back. I don't need it. No, that's not how it works. You're gonna keep fighting. It's like, no, but see, I don't need to fight anymore. I got everything I want. It's like, well, you're welcome to not fight, but you do know the consequences once you've made your contract. And you see like all those Zells like ready to pounce.
Oh yeah, no, the poor kid is in a hallway full of mirrors. And what would have been more so is if like he was in like if he was in a hallway that not just had mirrors or windows on the side, but also had mirrors and windows above him. Just an entire it's like, this whole scene is like, again, he's in a press suit. He's got cronies. And I'm like, cronies? I'm like, yeah, these guys look like they're going to use you, dude. But it's the whole like, oh, this is great. It's like, yeah, well, you guys will do the stuff for me. I'll just have this pretty face, and I'm like, yeah, well, asshole.
There's a word for that. Patsy.
Yeah, you're a chump. You know, if the accountant can count, and the assistant manager can count, and your supervisor can count, and you can't, you're gonna be broke.
Yeah. It's really interesting that I learned from Undercover Boss, and this is something that applies in real life. A real CEO knows how to do every single task of every single position in their company. Not just making executive decisions, but also he has to know how to wash a toilet. And like when you watch Undercover Boss, guess what happens? The bosses that are not able to do their jobs, and I don't mean like, oh, they're under a legitimately oppressive supervisor. No, I mean like when you have a CEO who doesn't know how to of a burger chain, who doesn't know how to properly flip a burger, guess what happened to his chain? It either closed down or he got voted out of his position.
And just as a personal, and I won't go into it, I have experienced that just today.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it. I didn't think. Like, wait, what? Yeah, no. I had to like do a double take. I'm like, wait. Hold on a minute. I don't have my glasses, but did I just see what I think I just saw? Did we just see so and so get escorted out by like not security, the heads of security, like the big guys of security, like are permitted to carry weapons level people. Like what's going on? He got the boot.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah, he got the boot. I thought he was untouchable. I thought he was Mr. Badass. I'm like, like the guy. Again, I said it before and I'll say it again. If you're not taking care of your people, if you don't know what, if you don't know what the business is or what it is, and you're only focusing on one thing, you're a bum. Yeah, you're a bum.
It's like that scene from Dark Knight where it's like let's see how loyal dogs are when they're hungry.
It's like, yeah, it came to a vote. Then, well, I got my people. Do you? Do you really? Because I promise you, man. I mean, I was like, no. We'll have a vote. All in favor of him staying? All for him for his removal. The look on this person's face, and it wasn't just like, yeah, no, you thought because you just forgive the language, but it's proper, for anyone in the workforce. You can give a monkey a tie and a vest. And yet it's still, but it's like, wait, why are we listening to him or to them? They don't know what they're doing. Of course not, but they think because they got the vest. They don't know nothing. And that's the same thing that's happening with our dear Gazelle boy here. Oh, you have the suit, you have the shiny shoes, you have the girlfriend and everything, and this and this and that, and and it's like, but it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm a big shot now. I don't need to do any of this stuff anymore. This isn't a democracy, kid.
It's bureaucracy.
This is a curse. You said and again, like I said, you could seriously not, just like in most positions of power, you could sit on your comfy executive chair and just sit there and rack up a bill and this and this and that, and while everyone else below you is busting their asses. But again, how loyal is a hungry dog when you are withholding from him? Again, I even throw in fucking John Taffer, the bum, like his little comments that he said about like the working people, the working class is not the important part of the business. It's me, the guy in the suit. Well, if the guy in the suit doesn't have workers or doesn't have loyal people on his side, just a bunch of yes people, what do you think you're going to have? Nothing. And just like all those hungry gazelles who knew gazelles were omnivorous, I'm like, yeah, they look hungry. You haven't been feeding them, have you? But I got everything I want, though. I don't care. You
walked into this.
You have to do it. And if you don't, hey, good for you. You got a tie. You got, we'll bury you in it. That tie, that outfit looks really good on you. But I mean, I got what I wanted. Yeah, you got it, but it's not because of us. You are either insanely lucky or insanely stupid. But anyway.
Yeah. So like he tries to pay Ren and Shinji to be his bodyguards. They both say no. He goes to Kitaoka for his services. Oh, you want to hire me as your lawyer? Yeah, I want to hire you as a bodyguard. Use your right price. Oh, okay then. Well, I suppose. But I need to draw some contracts, and the thing about the contracts is, I kind of need to make cross my T's and dot my I's.
I need to contact my notary. I need to contact
this may take a couple of months, but once it's ready, like you could just you could sign off on it. It's like, I don't have a month. Well, I'm sorry, I can't. I can't just agree to be a bodyguard. Terms and conditions apply. And then
the bureaucracy of it all. Seriously, you can't fast forward the bureaucracy. That's not how this works.
So Sano and Yue, not Yue, like his new girl, are like on a date, and she almost gets attacked by one of the Zell. So naturally, he goes inside to fight against one of his own monsters. And
I have a question.
Shinji tries to help out, because Shinji's a good boy. But
I have a question here. So we have this girl. Like obviously, he rent a girlfriend. Calm down. All right. I get it. I know. I've watched it. I've read it. I know. Calm down.
I haven't and don't care to.
Hold your anime horse girls. God damn it. I get it. Why don't we just talk about the quintuplets? Anyway. Was this girl necessary to this point? Like, I had to go back, and I'm like, you barely met this girl, and you are. Did you grow a conscience? Did you care? And also, it's like, does she care? Honestly, I'm very confused with that. I'm like, do you care about her? Does she care about you? Is this about like money or something? What exactly?
Well, I know that the way this trope works is you want to make the joy as high as possible before the misery can drag you as low as you can get. It's easy to trip over a banana peel. It's another thing to climb your way up to Everest only to fall off the other side. But yeah, it's but he wasn't in love with her. He was just happy that a cute girl is even remotely into him because he spent his entire life being like a garage security guard. I
love how he goes to the executives as he's pulling up, and what he tip him like 10,000 like 1,000 yen, which was like $10, and said, "Hey, wax the tires or 2 in a tip of all things." Yeah. I'm like, man, are you just so full of it right now?
Yeah. So Shinji's trying to help fight the Zells because a 16-on-1 fight isn't particularly fair. Then Satoru shows up. Like, Satoru, my best friend, you're here.
Oh yeah, no. You know what this was?
So goddamn tired of your crap. And
you know what
honestly, I feel like if I kill you, I'll somehow become stronger.
You know what this reminded me of? Like, no joke. I was kind of, I had just woken up and I was kind of in and out of sleep at this point. But it just, I don't know what, but it hit me at this point because we have the Gazelles, we have the situation, and we have Tiger Boy. I'm like, is this the scene from The Lion King? Is this straight up the scene where it's like the herd is going down the damn cliffside and like not Simba, but it's our Gazelle boy is now in the crossfires of like this herding stampede of ravenous gazelle mutants. And then out of nowhere, he like reaches out like Mufasa to Scar, and he's just like, "My friend, help me!" And then he gets skewered. Mm-hmm. All we needed was for him to throw him off a building.
Yeah. Well, he does roll off a cliff only to get final vented by Oja. And I think this is going to bite Tiger in the ass later on. Because Tiger believes that, oh yeah, I'm totally the one who invented Sano. But in actuality, he's like, Kodo Sakurada.
Yeah, we pull a Dio Brando later on in the episode. Well, the next episode.
Yeah.
But
so then it starts raining.
That made no sense. That made no sense. I'm like, if he had this girl like for an episode or two longer, I may have like felt sad for her. But I'm like, why is she just standing in the rain like if she just lost the love of her life? And why are you yelling out her name? Like, you just met her 10 minutes ago.
Well, for one, let's hope that that more time has passed throughout this episode than we are led to believe, though I very much doubt it. But even then, it's like it's trying to make us feel bad for Sano because it's like he's trying to reach out to her and beg her to help him, only to fall into deaf ears while he fruitlessly tries to climb back up to the bridge just to stand next to her for just one final moment, even if it's through a mirror. Cut that crap. I don't care. Like he deserved this. He
did. Yeah, he did.
As you put it, we didn't choose the thug life. The thug life chose us. Sano chose the thug life. He made thug choices. He's living with thug consequences.
But the thing was, he chose it, but he was never in it. He was playing. He was pretending the whole time. He never fully grasped the concept. And believe me, I have known plenty of people who have done that in their lives, and it's like,
yeah, he's the tourist who enjoyed staying over for 3 days, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna stay here full time, not realizing that, oh yeah, since you're gonna stay here full time, you're gonna have to pay the taxes.
You're gonna have to deal with how it is and all that stuff. It's not, it's not. Again, it's like I've said it before, and again, I have enjoyed my time in Japan. I enjoyed the length and time that I was granted to be there. But would I live in Japan is the question.
Right. No, I got to be like all over the place. Yeah.
No, I would not.
I got to be all over the place, like from the depths of Narasawa to the heights of Hakone, from the maple leaves of from the maple leaves of Hiroshima to the sakura leaves of Edogawa. And honestly, it's like in the 2 weeks I spent there, I did feel like I was most at home. But the thing is, I still have to remind myself yeah, you're only experiencing a taste of the society. You haven't held a job here. You haven't paid taxes here. You haven't been to a hospital here. So, like, you can't really say for sure that you're truly at home here. Like, you feel that way from your trial run, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like, the convenience, this and that. I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, I mean, we all had a missing of home at one point. There was just always like, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying being here. I do love it here, but goddamn, I miss home.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe if I did immigrate as a full citizen of Japan, maybe I would feel like fully integrated and thankfully no bouts and hopefully no bouts of depression that is traditional to Japan, to the point of even Ian Fleming writing about it back in the 1960s. But yeah, I can't assume to know that until I take that risk, and I don't think I'm at the point where I'm able to make that risk. But the point is, thank God, Sano finally bites the dust.
Yeah,
and rightfully so.
I did not feel. In fact, I was like, yes. I was like, you die, you annoying piece of shit. Just die already. And I was like, am I supposed to feel bad for your rent-a-girlfriend? Not really. She'll bounce back.
Honestly, when I felt bad first time watching it, it's because I felt bad for the girlfriend, not because. And again, I don't know how deeply in love they are with each other, but I can imagine how much it must suck for her, for anyone really, that your person you're on a date with tells you to wait for them on a bridge, and you're waiting all day through the rain, and they're not coming back, and they never will.
Yeah, but she's young. She's cute. She'll bounce back. She'll bounce back. But thank God she dodged a red flag there. But yeah, we don't feel bad. In fact, I was like, well, good. If it wasn't going to be Oja, it was going to be Tiger. But we all know it was Oja. We all know it was him because he was the one that landed the final vent. Tiger's final vent kind of, not the greatest, honestly. Not in my top. Not even in my top 10 of Kamen Rider of Ryuki final vents. Mm-hmm. But the fact that this kid in our next episode believes that he has, I guess he thinks he's ascended from who he was. Believing that I can do this. I killed somebody. Did you? Because again, that's just that you just assume you did because you did a finisher. But it's always again, just like with that, there's always a little bit of HP that still was left. You didn't kill him. You just a little bit more, just one more. And it's like, yeah. But we go into episode 45, the 12th birthday, the 20th birthday, which we get that
more depth of what happened to Yui, and throughout the episode, first of all, Yui's in a maid outfit. Okay.
Yeah, because Auntie is in the last episode, she kind of got mad at Yui for running out on her, and that Ren and Shinji aren't around, and Sento is kind of MIA now, and that no one cares about the business. And they're like, Auntie, we do care. We will do anything to help you to keep it open. It's like, will you do anything I tell you? Again, this is the elderly we're talking about. Even if it goes against your morals as a human being and a Christian. I don't know if they're Christian, but whatever. What do you want them to do? Fetishize them. Even Shinji? You know what? No, Shinji, you wear that maid outfit. No. You're not a butler here. You're not a butler. That's Red. You are a bottom. So yeah, and man, do they get a crowd in there. I didn't know just simple tea was so popular. And again, it's Japan, so. All right, what else do I have here? We do notice that Yui has been fading because when she comes back with her aunt from picking up Christmas decorations, because apparently we're in December now, you know, he notices that she's slowly been fading away, just like the Kamen Riders do if they stay in the mirror world for too long.
Yeah.
But no one else notices this. Only Shinji. And even Ren is like, I haven't noticed. I don't see it. It's like, oh, come on, Ren. You haven't really been paying attention because you've been trying to, like...
Ren's probably in denial.
Ren, yeah, I'm like, Ren is just Ren. And ever since his girlfriend came back, sort of, I have lost faith in him. Because it's like he's not even trying anymore.
Because he's just there.
He's just there for the sake of being there. But let's see.
Meanwhile, editor-in-chief provides some bad news. Turns out the building was sold to someone, but as long as I got my PC, you know, Ore Journal will never die. So he starts setting up in the dining table. It's like, whoa. It's like, hey, listen. Reiko's an ace reporter. Megumi and Shimada are doing their own thing. So I'm just here to, like, hold down the fort. And what are they doing? The two of them are basically subbing for bodyguards. Kind of ironic considering how in 3 consecutive episodes, we had 3 different situations with Kitaoka. First, Sana wanted Sana wanted to be Kitaoka's bodyguard. Then he wanted Kitaoka to be his bodyguard. Now Kitaoka has these 2 as his bodyguards, and they're making sure he doesn't leave their sights.
Yeah, I'm like, did we not want Megumi not back here? Is there not a restraining order on her? Well, Reiko sent them, so which the reason why the Ore Journal is no more like a physical office is because, well, the Mirror Beast story kind of, while did give them attention, didn't really go anywhere because there was no factual proof that, you know, a Sakura and this and that and blah, blah, blah. It's all, you know, not to mention the taxes and back rent and everything. So, but again, it's not that there is not a physical mortar building. The Ore Journal still continues by its team, which, take that for what you will. I think it was more so Reiko that was the heart of this, but, you know, hey, she's doing her own thing right now.
Yeah. Meanwhile, our heroes get a call from Yui saying that she needs help. She's disappearing. So they come over and they try to help her out, but they don't know really how to deal with this. They don't really know how to deal with this. But she does mention that I keep seeing a little girl saying I'm going to die on my 20th birthday, and even Shiro seems really like concerned to the point that he summons a pair of sheer ghosts himself. Oh yeah, and also Satoru tries to challenge Asakura. He's like, I defeated Sano, so I'm stronger, so I want to test out how good I am against you. It's like, oh really now? Well, hope you don't mind. I'm gonna take a nap in your car in the meantime. And then while he seemingly is sleep talking, he mentions, Sano, you little bitch, I killed you and not Satoru. Can't wait for him to find out who really killed you.
He was not sleep talking. He knew that the kid was there. And it's just like, yeah, no, it's true. We could play back the episode. You did wreck him. But
I killed him. You impaled the impaler, but I'm the one who made him bite the dust.
It wasn't Scar that killed Mufasa. It was the fall.
Yeah.
You know, you just happened to be a tool that was used. So if you want to be mad at someone, Simba, be mad at gravity.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, to quote what's her name? Von Helsing's uncle. I did not kill your father. The poison killed your father. I murdered your father.
Oh, in the abridged series. Yeah. Yeah. So there's just so much here with Yui. You know, Yui kind of dumps on us that she remembers being a child. She remembers the explosion. She remembers drawing the contract monsters. And of course, obviously, Shinji and Ren are like, "Wait, you saw them? I never saw them. I remember, I have only ever heard them. I never saw them. But then, why did you draw these monsters? And what? I don't know. I just did. But then the explosion happened, and then that, you know, but everything else is a blur from that point. I don't know what's, but now I'm slowly fading away, and this creepy child who is me is telling me I'm gonna die on my 20th birthday, and I'm like, the one we're setting up for and making and been constantly talking about for the last 3 episodes? Yeah, that birthday. Oh, okay. Well, at least you die young. It sucks for you, but at least you could be like, oh my God, she had such great skin. She was so beautiful. I died young. Let's see, what else do I have in my notes here? Let's see, obviously we have shenanigans with Nanako and Megumi. Sakura tells Tojo about killing Gazelle. And so
we're in the forest fighting sheer ghouls. While Tiger fights Zolda.
Yeah, there's this whole throwdown between it was originally supposed to be Oja and Tiger. But then it's like Shuchi got involved. Because, you know, now it's like, oh, a Sakura. Now I now can take down a Sakura. Why now? Why not before? It's like, well, we have to get everyone together and da da da. Like, okay. But of course, Shiro is also kind of in the background, just caressing children's drawings and saying, please don't cry, Yui, please don't cry. And I'm like, what exactly is she crying about? And also, you guys never really explained why she is the key master. Like, what's going on here? But we don't get that answer. Not yet. We don't get that answer. What else happened in this episode?
Yui falls unconscious and Shiro takes her hand. While the sheer ghouls are starting to show up in bigger droves.
So there's an army being created now.
Yep, kind of like the Black Roachers from Blade, except for white.
Again, they did say they wanted to have like 50 some odd Kamen Riders in this show. Later on, did Blade take on that? But yeah, we kind of leave it off on Attack of the Clones level of like all these creatures being, and also what happened to Tojo. It's like, are you dead? Are you dying? Are you just being a little shit that you got your ass kicked again by not only Oja, but also Zolda?
Yeah, but what's really cool is seeing that truck about to run over Yui, and out of nowhere, Odin shows up and just bitch slaps the truck out of the way.
Yeah, why? Why is my question. But you know, isn't it kind of ironic how are we confirming that Tojo is actually dead now? Is he gone? Because he helped save that father and son?
Well, we're about to find out in this episode.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Because I was like, that, you know, we get a newspaper that just
at the end of the episode.
Yeah, that kind of like, you know, because that's what the kid was asking. What is it to be a hero? What is it to be, you know, considered one? And it's like, a hero is a selfless act. Like, you will never be told you're the hero, Tojo. In fact, most of the time, you'll probably be seen as the villain. It isn't until, like, you know, either you die or something, you finally get your head pats that you've been desiring the whole time. Ain't it the way? Men don't get any flowers in life, but we do at our funerals. Very sad.
Yeah, so we're getting really close to the final battle, as we know that Yui's 20th birthday is approaching. And even Kitaoka's health is starting to take a turn for the worse. So there's like a lot of uncertainty going on, and the only person who's trying to keep it together is the editor in chief, like who fully set up his computer from the previous episode. Meanwhile, Shinji tries to talk to Satoru, and he's like, no, I'm done with this. I'm done with all of this. I don't even know what to do anymore, so I'm burning all the research. Shinji's like, are you crazy? You've committed to this. Meanwhile, Smart Lady and Megumi are like still training to become bodyguards with Goro. They're even learning crane and chicken style, apparently.
Which is proper.
Yeah.
Which is proper.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is it.
Almost. So now we have to have the actual fight with Satoru. And Satoru is like going manic. Like, he even tries to like burn the car that Asakura was inside of.
Oh yeah. He just, again, like, well, they were already in the mirror world, and apparently this is the only way to get out. So
yeah,
it's like, well, burn the car, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah,
do that.
Yeah, but the sheer ghosts are coming in nonstop. That the other four riders are just completely overwhelmed. And what is Tiger doing? Oh yeah, let's just get Des Wilder to just attack Zolda. But hey, did you forget what Asakura had? He had Metal Gallus the whole time. Oh yeah, and this is the second of two times in this batch of episodes where we do see Des Wilder and Metal Gallus fight each other. But even Sakura is like, Satoru, you're boring. I'm tired of fighting you. You're just a cheap bore. You've outlived your gimmick. I'm done with you. You're not even worth killing, to be honest. I'm just gonna beat you up a little bit, but I don't even feel like the desire to vet you. You're not worth it.
Yeah, but apparently it was enough that later on, it was enough to get him to death.
Yeah, Sakura even got hit by his own poison.
Yeah, the snake shot out the poison and started to kick his ass and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, that's what we need. We need a deformed psychopath in this episode.
Yeah. Apparently he just gets a scar like Zuko. You know, makes sense. Makes sense. But at this point, Asakura is so done with Kitaoka that like he starts attacking him unmorphed, and thank God Goro's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
very true.
but Goro can only take so much abuse. But then when Asakura tries to like start the car, so Asakura gets burned. He doesn't die, but he gets burned.
Yeah.
Satura's it's probably up in flames. I am a real hero because I killed the Sakura. But then, like once he gets to the end of the tunnel, he sees that a little boy is playing on the street with his dad, and then a truck is about to come over. So what does he do? He runs over and pushes the dad and the boy out of the way. But in the process, he himself gets hit by the car.
Which I don't know if that's just the irony, or again, the universe is playing a big joke on us that, you know,
like, at least you died being a hero.
Well, he himself saw it as a worthless way to die. Like, I'm dying for other people. What a bullshit way to go. But the newspapers are the ones that say that he's a hero for saving these two. So he never really truly understood what the hell was going on. So, in all honesty, Tojo, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, like he got to his wish came true, but he just won't live to experience the dream.
Yeah, he's not gonna get any glory or parades.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Shinji and Ren prepare for their final battle as their two contract monsters start facing off.
And that's where we end it off.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. Join us next week as we go over the movie Kamen Rider Ryuki episode final. And if you're wondering, wait, aren't there like 4 more episodes? Yes, there are.
We're doing the movie and then the final episode.
Yes, and if you're wondering, why are we doing the movie first? Like, isn't the movie like not canon? You're right. Much like Missing Ace, it's not canon. But the thing is, unlike Missing Ace, which could very well be placed after the events of the TV show, and we explained why and how, so too would the movie be best placed at this point in the show. And when you actually watch the next 4 episodes, you'll understand why we did the movie first.
Yeah.
But yes, let it be known that next week we are covering. Yes, I have the actual movie poster. Kamen Rider Ryuki, Zabu, episode 5. Yeah.
Get ready for a recolored suit and
2 recolored suits
and a very debatable if this is the first ever in Heisei, because there are some people that debate and say that no, so and so is not because so and so is not canon. But we'll get there next week.
Yes.
So,
episodes.
Okay. So, what do we say about these episodes? You know, why couldn't you tell us more about Yui? Like,
plot reasons.
You know, like, you're gonna leave it to like the last 4 episodes. It's like, yeah. Now again, if you're watching this weekly, okay, it makes sense. But it's like in this case, we're like, wait, what? You don't even tell us anything. No, already tell us what we already know. Yeah, but it's gonna be a lot more heavier when you finally do find out. Which I think the next episode in our review, that's where it all kind of comes out. But you have to wait 2 weeks for that. Let's see. How would I go about this? 7, 8, 8, and 9.
Sounds about right. I would agree with this. Honestly, like, Sano is a very annoying character, and I'm glad he's out of the way. Did he have the coolest henshin pose of this season? Yes, he did.
Yes.
But a henshin pose does not a good writer make.
No. I mean, but it was... Ryuki is a very cautionary tale to both to people who don't understand what it is to be a hero or to be in that in that line of fire. Okay, a hero is not by his strength, by his feats. Being a hero kind of sucks. You don't want to be the hero because you go through so much drama, so much unnecessary bullshit. But when you actually do it, just like Shinji is doing, I know some people want to be, oh, Shinji is so annoying, and I was there too. But as more as the story went by, Shinji has proved that he's the only one that has the guts to do what he said he was going to do, as opposed to everyone else that they said it, they vocalized it, and yet they haven't done anything. Like, what are you all waiting for? It's an interesting watch, obviously, and it kind of sets you up like, okay, what happens in the last 4 episodes? Well, you can continue watching if you like, but we're gonna wait for 2 weeks for us to get to that. Yeah,
just like how, like, for 2 weeks they teased the Lunar Wolf Ranger on Fox Kids. It's like, and then a new person enters the story of the Wild Force Rangers that will change their fate forever. Who is it? You'll find out in 2 weeks. No, really, that's how the commercial went. They teased the Lunar Wolf Ranger 2 weeks ahead of time. We still have that, what's it called, lawnmower org to deal with. But no, it's like, but there's gonna be a Lunar Wolf guy. It's like, and then it's like, oh, next week we fight Sanaku for the last time, and we finally liberate him. And then the week after, it's like, well, we still got those 4 animal crystals we gotta save from Nazor. So what's going on there? Honestly, I was surprised how in Ga Ranger, Nazor lasts way longer than he did in the American version. And don't get me started on Red Tracks, but my scores, I have to agree with you, 7, 8, 8, 9, because honestly, it's like I want to feel bad for Sano, but I don't, because he got what he did. He got what he bloody deserves. I felt worse for his girlfriend. And that's not saying much because I barely even know her. But again, girl stood up,
We've all been there.
Yeah. And she might catch a cold. I just hope she doesn't jump off that bridge. Life is too precious.
Yeah.
But yeah. Next week we do the movie. The week after we do the final 4 episodes, and you know what that means. That means in 2 weeks we're gonna do. Wait, wrong one. We're gonna do this thing. Yes,
we're gonna spin Wheel Coon to see what our next rider will be.
Yeah, hopefully it's something either in the first column or the 4th column.
What? Just to get bingo?
No, just to avoid the entire. Well, we have 4. We got 3 writers left in that column for the essay era, and like they all have movies coming up, and it's like I don't really want to do a season with an upcoming movie because if the movie doesn't come out on Blu-ray by the time when like we finish reviewing that season. We're gonna have to like shelf that movie until we're done with like all of the Heisei era, and I don't want to have to like wait that long. And as we all know, the Akito movie already came out. The Blu-ray comes out in November. Hopefully, if we do get Agito this year, it'll be the last season we do. Kabuto, that movie's coming out in the fall, and Ghost has been announced to have a movie coming out as well. So, yeah, yeah. And make matters worse, we know that Dano's definitely getting a movie next year. So, we got 4 toxic squares that we want to avoid. And mind you, before they announced all these movies, before they announced Inheritor of Heaven and Psychic Wars, believe me, I've been dying to do Agito and Kabuto. Like, you've seen me, you heard me. I'm like, I hope we get Agito or Kabuto. Now it's like, no, avoid them like the plague. At least until like next year, and then it's like we're safe for another 5 years to review those seasons. I mean, we could still do V3 and Super 1, but I know that we're not very enthused about V3 specifically because of a certain fanboy.
Yep.
Yeah. Ichiro very much ruined V3 for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But who knows? Amazon is still on the table, and we could still do Kuga, W, Drive, W, Still looks like 4 and 14 chance of getting one that we want to avoid. So,
hopefully, but we'll see what happens in 2 weeks.
We'll find out in 2 weeks. And yeah, if it lands on one of those seasons, well, tough nuts. We're gonna have to deal with it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm curious. When does the Psychic War even come out on Blu-ray? Because that's something that I'm gonna wonder about. But in the meantime, let's go to our comments. Yeah, I say stupid. Well, you're not wrong.
No.
Ren spent a long time looking at that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. True that. No, he was in love with the idea of her. Like Pygmalion.
I'm hoping that's not the case with Ren. Seriously, you just made yourself such a worthless character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. Next one. The tiger killing him should have been used in Dragon Knight. Yeah, but here's the thing. In Dragon Knight, they're brothers. That would never happen.
Wait, now, the tiger and gazelle are brothers?
In the American version, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, Danny Cho and Tony Cho. Tony Sano. Danny and what's Tony Sano's name? I'm trying to remember. It's gonna bother me now. See, I just refer to both of them as Sano and Sano. It's like you put the two of them next to each other. Who do you think is better? And then Sano or Sano, and then you show a picture of the Impala costume. You're like Sano. Yeah. But yeah. What's really annoying is that the Agito movie, it is confirmed to have an overseas release in Vietnam, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Thailand, Indonesia, and Latin America. But don't you think there's just one place where it should also be released? Yeah.
No, because no one cares about Kamen Rider over here.
Darn shame, man. Darn shame. Darn shame. Yeah. 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 It is what it is. But yeah, we have one more comment. Starbucks got competition with her. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You know what's crazy is that there's a country in the Middle East where they closed down the only 3 Starbucks locations they've had back in 2003. They've never had a Starbucks since. But for some reason, people think Starbucks is closely associated with that country for no reason. But Starbucks isn't everything. Sometimes you want to try local.
Or Dutch Brothers.
Yeah, I never cared for that unicorn drink thing. Don't care for pumpkin spice. Don't care for peppermint. I don't even understand the whole thing about those red cups on Christmas season.
It gives something. It gives some people meaning in life, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's it for our thing. Our discussion of episodes 43 through 46. Join us next week as we discuss the movie. Yeah.
Which we're gonna have to go and find it.
I already have it. Well, for one, and I'm not just like trying to be like dubious. I mean, like the Blu-ray actually comes with the movie. Yeah. So you're always welcome to buy the Blu-ray on Amazon. Actually, how much is it on Amazon right now? Ryuki. And heck, I didn't even have to buy it on Amazon. I bought it for like $20 at my local CD store. Right now it's $37.53. Not too bad. 50 episodes in a movie on Blu-ray. Not bad. Not bad. Still waiting for the price of Black RX to go down, though. Oh, sorry, not Black RX. Waiting for the price for Black to go down. Yeah, because that's the only season I'm missing. Oh, and look at that. The pre-order for Stronger just came out. It will be available. It'll be released on June 30th. Well, isn't that nice?
Like in a few weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks from now. Kamen Rider Stronger will have a Blu-ray release on Amazon. Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to have a Blu-ray release from other sellers too, but Amazon's probably the store to go to. $53, which is cheap, still cheaper than Black. So, yeah. So that's a fun little surprise that I wasn't expecting. But about time. So now you can have all but one of the Magnificent 7 Riders on Blu-ray. Well, technically 2. But yeah, that's our show. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hit the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. And be sure to share our videos because it helps us out with the algorithm. We discussed Kamen Rider Ryuki, Kamen Rider sets, Super Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity, and Ultraman, the Ultimate Hero, also known as Ultraman Powered. We already did the first 5 episodes. We're going to do episodes 6 through 9 this week. And also, due to international reasons, we'll be discussing Zets on Wednesday instead of Monday this week. So enjoy your Monday off. We will be back on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. Check us out in person at Power Morphicon, August 28th through the 30th. We'll be doing an official announcement soon that we are going to be there. But you're going to hear it from us now. We are going to be there, and we will not be squared. Rectangular, maybe, but not squared. Definitely rectangular. especially around this area. But yeah, we love you guys. Have a great summer. We'll see you again real soon. Goodbye.
Good night, guys.